When it comes to aircraft, there's a variety of aircraft available right now. Passenger planes, private jets, etc. But there is a specific type that makes the whole aviation sector really cool. And that's the military aircraft, especially the armored strike aircraft. The A-10 Warthog is one of the coolest of those. Watch the entire video, because we'll tell you everything you need to know about the A-10 Warthog and why it's unbeatable. After the end of World War II, the United States military began developing long-range fighters and nuclear-capable bombers over close air support units, armored strike aircraft that conducted coordinated attacks with Allied ground forces. The A-10 Thunderbolt II is the first Air Force aircraft designed specifically for air-to-ground combat. They are twin-engine jet aircraft that are simple, effective, and survivable against light marine attack aircraft and any ground targets, including tanks and other armored vehicles. Fairchild Republic Aircraft developed the A-10 Thunderbolt II, also known as the Warthog. The A-10 is a high survivability, flexible aircraft that pilots love to fly because they can go home. As well as providing close air support to ground forces, the aircraft attacks tanks, armored vehicles, and sites. The A-10 can take off and land quickly, making it ideal for forwarding air bases. During the First Gulf War, the A-10 made its name during Operation Desert Storm, an American-led intervention against Iraq's invasion of Kuwait. In the Gulf War, A-10s flew 8,100 sorties and launched 90% of Maverick missiles, with a mission capability rate of 95.7%. In May 1972, the A-10 made its first flight, and 713 aircraft were manufactured. The production of A-10 aviation ceased in 1984. Since 1987, Northrop Grumman has been the primary contractor for the A-10, with support and structural updates provided by the Integrated Systems and Aerospace Systems divisions in Bethpage, New York, and St. Augustine, Florida. In June 2007, Boeing was awarded a $2 billion contract for the replacement of the A-10 wings. In September 2009, the American Air Force granted Boeing two $4.2 million contracts to modernize its fleet of 365 A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft over a 3 to 18-month period. The contract was awarded as part of a $1.6 billion deal for lifecycle program support for the A-10 Thunderbolt. The US Air Force awarded Boeing a $999 million contract for A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft sustainment in August 2019. As part of the 11-year contract, 112 new A-10 wing assemblies and 15 wing kits were manufactured. The A-10 Thunderbolt II is powered by two GE 100 non-afterburning turbofan engines that produce 9,065 pound thrust. Despite the fact that the engines are mounted high on the fuselage, the pilot can still fly the plane if one of them fails. For an aircraft with such a straightforward tactical mission, the Warthog was packed with sophisticated equipment. A-10's hydraulic flying system is double redundant and is supported by a manual mechanism. With a 3.8 centimeter thick titanium bathtub structure protecting the pilot, the single-seat cockpit is fully armored. In the cockpit, bulletproof glass provides excellent all-around visibility. The cockpit includes a heads-up display for targeting and weapon aiming, a secure radio communication system, inertial navigation, and a tactical air navigation system. While maintaining high accuracy, the A-10C is highly mobile at low airspeeds and altitudes. They can stay close to battlegrounds for long periods of time. They land quickly and operate with 1,000-foot ceilings and 2.4-kilometer visibility. Due to their ability to carry precision-guided and unguided munitions, they can be utilized above, below, and in any weather. With their wide fighting radius and short takeoff and landing capabilities, they can operate in and out of frontline situations. Using night vision goggles, A-10C pilots can fly missions in the dark. Compared to recent aircraft, the plane has a higher chance of surviving close air support due to its redundant primary structural components. The A-10's toughness was demonstrated on April 7, 2003, when Captain Kim Campbell was hit by flak while flying over Baghdad during the 2003 invasion of Iraq. After an Iraqi fire damaged one of her engines and disabled the hydraulic system, the aircraft's stabilizer and flight controls had to be controlled manually. Even with the damage, Campbell flew the plane for over an hour and landed safely. With a diameter of up to 23 millimeters, the plane can withstand direct hits from armor-piercing and high-explosive projectiles. Their self-sealing fuel cells are protected by internal and external foam. The redundant hydraulic flight control systems are backed up by manual mechanisms. This permits pilots to fly and land when hydraulic power is lost. Up to 10 Maverick air-to-surface missiles can be carried by the A-10. The Raytheon Maverick AGM-65 missile uses several guidance technologies such as imaging infrared guidance and conical-shaped warheads with high penetration, including a 57-kilogram warhead. Its range is higher than 45 kilometers. The A-10 can also carry the Sidewinder air-to-air missile, an all-aspect short-range missile capable of Mach 2. As far as carrying weapons go, the A-10 is unsurpassed. Among the weapons the A-10 can carry are the 226-kilogram, 500-pound general-purpose bombs, LDGP Mk-82, Blue 1, Blue 27B Rockeye 2 cluster bombs, and CBU 52-71 cluster bombs. In the nose of the aircraft is a 30mm General Dynamics GAU-8A Avenger gun. There were 11 storage pylons and a 7,260-kilogram external load capacity on the A-10. With its weapon, the A-10 can disable the main battle tank from almost 6,500 meters away. It can fire a variety of ammunition, including armor-piercing incendiary rounds weighing up to 0.75 kilograms and uranium-depleted API rounds weighing 0.43 kilograms. Approximately 1,350 rounds can be stored in the weapon. It is possible to select a firing rate of 2,100 or 4,200 rounds per minute. Between 2006 and 2010, the A-10 Precision Engagement Modification Program upgraded all A-10 and OA-10 aircraft in the fleet to the A-10C standard, including a new flight computer, glass cockpit displays and controls, 2 new 5.5-inch color displays with moving map function, and an integrated digital stores management system. During the initial phases of the 2001 invasion of Afghanistan, A-10s did not take part. To fight the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, A-10 units were deployed to Pakistan and Bagram Air Base, Afghanistan, as of March 2002. During Operation Anaconda, these A-10s saw action. After that, the A-10s remained in the country to fight remnants of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. On March 20, 2003, Operation Iraqi Freedom began. At the beginning of the battle, 60 OA-10 and A-10 aircraft were involved. On April 30, 2003, the US Air Force's Central Command released Operation Iraqi Freedom by the numbers, a declassified summary documenting the conflict's aerial campaign. During the first invasion of Iraq, A-10s had an 85% mission capability rate and shot 311,597 rounds of 30mm ammunition. Late in the campaign, Iraqi artillery brought down a lone A-10 near Baghdad International Airport. Additionally, the A-10 dropped propaganda leaflets over Iraq on 32 sorties. Before we conclude today's video, here's an interesting fact that you might be interested to know. The A-10 Warthog has many paint schemes. If you consider how close to the ground the A-10 Thunderbolt II flies, having camouflage for cover is critical. Multiple paint variations were tried with no success. Colors such as brown, green, tan, sand, yellow, field drab, black, and white for winter cover, but nothing worked quite like good old camouflage. Some A-10s have a false canopy painted on the belly of the aircraft. The diversion is meant to confuse enemy pilots into thinking the paint is actually a shadow cast by the real canopy, hopefully tricking them into thinking the A-10 is going a different direction at a different altitude. The A-10 Warthog is totally invincible for that time. A Warthog is a mission-capable machine that can destroy a country and can take countless lives. Moreover, the A-10 is a multi-mission aircraft that can obtain air supremacy, bomb anything, and provide close air support for ground troops, making it nearly invincible. That's all for today, guys. Feel free to comment on which feature most shocked you. We'll see you in the next video.